Welcome to Baby Dribble, proudly sponsored by SweetDreamers. Baby Dribble is a fun, friendly and free parenting advice channel.
Okay, and welcome back to SweetDreamers Baby Dribble podcast. We took a bit of a summer break, but today we're back and we're going to be talking all things baby massage with our special guest, Sarah Lewis. Sarah offers perinatal support and perinatal education, including baby massage and yoga, to mums and babies in her local area. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in to speak to us. Shall we start with you telling us a bit about your background?
Yeah. Well, I'm a mum of two. I've got two boys. They're now 8 and 10, so they're growing up fast. Yeah. My background's actually in primary school education. I was a teacher for 10 years. And then obviously having your own children often changes the path that you're on and what you want to do. And so I kind of started looking into other options that would fit more around the family. And discovered the Daisy Foundation, so trained to deliver their antenatal and postnatal classes, so that was 7 years ago. And then last year I completed their perinatal educator course, which was a year-long course, so it was refreshing a lot of what I'd done before, but also adding kind of new strings to the bow as well.
Also, and you can use your experience and pearls of wisdom to all those new parents.
Although quite often they'll ask me, I'm like, actually they're all so different, I can't help it.
It is a little bit like that though, isn't it? You can't always have like a definite answer for people.
No, because no two babies are the same.
You've done it and you're like, you can't remember because it was so long ago, or they are all so different, and you know, having two, I imagine they're probably worlds apart.
They were very different.
Oh gosh. Well, there you go. So we'll just get straight into it. That's okay. So we're going to do like a bit of a Q&A with our baby massage questions. So very simply, what is baby massage?
Well, baby massage is something that's been around for centuries, really. People have been massaging their babies all over the world. It's something we instinctively do as soon as you have a baby. You naturally stroke the baby's head, play with their hands, play with their feet. But baby massage as a specific kind of thing is reasonably a new thing. Kind of, it's fairly recent in the Western world.
So that class is solely focused on it, But
it is basically, it's just about positive touch. It's about having that time with baby, just to be with them, using that power of touch. Their sense of touch is so strong when they're first born that it's a really powerful way to kind of communicate with them and just help them ease them into the world.
Of course, I actually saying that when my little boy was born, he was early and he was very sensitive to touch, so I almost wasn't allowed to touch him too much because his skin was so sensitive, and so thin. So I had to wait quite a while, and especially like that holding. Like you say, I instinctively sort of
you do.
You
just
go
rock
to do it,
and
don't you?
them,
And I think that's why I was so. Oh my gosh, this baby! I can't even touch it, sort of thing. But so I understand. Like you instinctively do it anyway, don't you? And so what are the benefits of baby massage?
So there's benefits for baby massage for baby and for whoever's giving the massage as well. From a baby point of view, it's a really lovely calming thing to do with baby. It helps just ease their transition into the world where they've come into kind of this bright light, and we put clothes on them and nappies and all the rest of it. So quite often it's nice just to strip them off, let them have that free time and have that positive touch time with them. It's calming. A lot of parents find that it relaxes baby. It certainly lowers cortisol levels, so it eases stress in babies if they have been upset. And so sometimes it can aid sleep. Not promising anything, but it can do.
You've heard it here.
Baby, absolutely. And it's also been shown to be really beneficial for things like colic, constipation, wind, teething symptoms. So it can be used for that. But also for the adult, it's particularly when you're a first-time parent and you haven't got a clue what you're doing. It's nice just to be able to sit and just think, actually, I can do this. Have that eye-to-eye contact with your baby. Start to learn their cues. So learning those cues that they're hungry, cues that they're sleepy, and things like that. And it relaxes you as well, so it lowers your cortisol levels as well, and just gives you that time. I mean, we live stressful lives and kind of just think that we'll have a baby and carry on with everything. So it is nice just to take that time out and go, we're just going to be for a moment.
Of course. I suppose, is it similar to the benefits of adult massage, like when you have a massage you feel all very calm and
we know that skin-to-skin contact will produce oxytocin, which is that lovely feel-good hormone. So not only is baby getting that, but obviously you're feeling that through your hands, so you're getting that oxytocin, that rush of love and all the rest of it as well. So it makes you feel good as well.
Oh, lovely. And when can you start baby massage?
So you can start massaging your baby from day one, unless there are medical reasons that you can't. But if you've had a full-term baby who's happy, healthy and everything else, there's no reason you can't do a little bit of massage with them at home. Most classes will say from around 6 weeks, so certainly with Daisy baby classes we say 6 weeks, because prior to that they tend to be just that little bit sleepier. They just tend to want to feed, and they you'll go to a class and they'll just sit and they'll feed you class or whatever. And you get the benefit of being with other parents and talking to other people. But for a baby to actually get something from it, you're looking at around 6 weeks to be able to go to a formal class. But from any age really, it's just that.
6 weeks they get a bit more, they start to open their eyes a little bit more, and you get a little bit more aware, and then you start to enjoy that side of things a bit more. They're lovely when they're all sleepy, but when they start to do things, you're like, oh, they opened their eyes today for
and when they
half
actually
an hour.
recognise you and you kind of start to follow what you're doing as well, then you both get far more out of it.
In your classes, do you have music and
we do?
And
we
things
have
like that?
A special soundtrack that is written for our classes, so it's a lovely kind of gentle lullaby track that just gives everybody, it kind of makes that really lovely relaxed environment. I mean, our classes are really baby led anyway, and most baby classes would be, in that if baby needs feeding or changing or anything like that, then
you can go
mum does that, and or dad, and you can sit and you can still join in because you're still part of the group. But it's not a case of I have to do this because I'm here sort of thing.
Do you get many dads?
We don't get a lot of dads, no. Sometimes we might do a little bit with sort of privately do a mum and dad group together. But the Tinies class specifically is more of a postnatal class for mum. So it's kind of getting back to being sort of normality for you, if you like.
Getting out and about as well, I suppose.
And just having that safe space to come. So particularly if you're starting to initiate feeding and things like that, somewhere where you just feel confident and comfortable doing that.
Oh, lovely. It sounds lovely. It sounds like a nice, really relaxing class. Maybe I should just turn up. So are there any safety tips for starting baby massage?
So always making sure that baby's happy before you start. Making sure they're fed, that they're not hungry, they've got a clean nappy, that they're not overtired or anything like that. If they're starting to show all those signs, then they're not going to want to do that.
No, of course.
And knowing that it doesn't have to be a big set routine. You don't have to think, right, I'm going to do a baby massage now, I'm going to start here and do this, this and this. Knowing that it might just be a tummy massage while you're changing their nappy, or a foot rub when you're getting them dressed and things like that. You can do little bits. But if you are sitting down and thinking, I'd like to try and do a bit of a routine with them, then making sure obviously your room's nice and warm, they've got something comfortable to lie on, and just making it a nice environment for them as well.
Do you use oils with baby massage?
We do use oils in class. If you're doing a skin-on-skin massage, then it's nice to use oils. It stops the skin dragging, it makes it much more comfortable. But we always give parents the option to massage over clothes as well. Some days people will arrive and you know that if it's been that kind of morning, actually taking baby's clothes off just isn't going to go well.
Actually, I've never thought of that,
so it's always down, we leave it down to the parents to say, it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to massage over top of baby's clothes, then you can do that. But if your baby's happy and open to a bit of an oily massage, then you can strip them off. Equally knowing that they can just take, they can take the bottom half off while they do their legs and feet, and then cover them up again and take a vest off while they do the tummy massage.
Of course,
but in terms of oil, we always recommend that parents use vegetable oil. Ideally organic, cold pressed. Purely because it soaks into skin far better than a lot of the baby oils that you can buy.
And you don't want a slippery baby when you're then putting their clothes back on.
So it's much more beneficial for the skin.
Of course.
It also means that if it does get on tiny hands and it ends up in mouths, it's not the end of the world.
No.
So that's kind of what we recommend. Guidelines have changed. Traditionally, it was always olive oil. That was what everybody said. Use the olive oil. And I can remember when mine was small, dry skin, use a bit of olive oil. But research has since been done, and the International Association of Massage no longer recommend olive oil. It's been shown that it can exacerbate any existing skin problems or anything like that. Lots of our parents now use coconut oil simply because it smells so lovely.
That's sort of
Yeah.
That's quite nice, actually. Yeah, I've never even thought of coconut oil, so that works quite nicely. Actually, yeah, we did do a podcast a while back with a lady called Jan, and she owns a company called Motherly Love.
Lovely.
And they provide oils. And actually, I remember her saying in that when she was a midwife 20 years ago, olive oil was what you went to, but since then they found oils with more complex things, and like you say, they go into the skin better and things like that. So I can see why. That's not. The oil
and the
of
other thing
choice.
to bear in mind as well is that it's always worth doing a little bit of a patch test if you're going to use an oil with baby. You never know how their skin's going to react to something, and the last thing you want to do is sit down for the first time, give them a full body massage, and then like them all come up red and itchy and all the rest of it. So it's always worth doing a little bit of a patch test just to be sure.
That's a good
Make sure that everything's okay.
Good idea. Perfect, thank you very much. So as always, when we do our podcast, we ask our Instagram followers some myths about the subject. So we put it to our followers, and I must say they were quite good this time. So we'll go through it. So our first myth was you can massage your baby at any time. 95% said true and 5% said false. We sort of covered this a little bit, haven't we? So I'll let you go.
Technically, yes, anytime, but you would want to make sure baby is happy. So you wouldn't try and do it if they're really upset and uncomfortable.
No.
We know that there are tummy massage particularly that can help with colic and if they're windy or constipated, but actually if a baby's upset, then they're going to be really tense and tight, and trying to massage them isn't going to help. And equally, you want massage to be a nice thing. You want them to associate it with being happy.
Because it'll put you off, won't it, doing it? So
it's not going to be fun.
Make sure everything's
so
nice
making
and
sure your
content
baby is happy and healthy.
But you can, that's it, perfect.
Exactly.
Okay, brilliant. So number 2 was you can use baby massage as part of your bath time routine. I think I put bath time, but I think I meant bedtime. On that. So bedtime routine. I'm sure I put bedtime on Instagram. So 98% said true and 2% said false.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Lots of parents like to put it in as part of a routine because we know that it relaxes baby. Some people find that it does help them sleep that little bit more if they are relaxed, or at least helps them kind of fall asleep if you find bedtime is a bit of a stressful time. The only thing I would say, and I always say this to parents, is that if your baby has already fallen into a routine, and when I say routine, I don't mean a rigid, we do this at this time every night.
No.
Sometimes it might be 6 o'clock in the evening, and sometimes it might be 9 o'clock in the evening. But if your baby is used to a pattern of, we do bath, and then we feed, and then we go to bed, if you then try and sneak a massage in, it's amazing how quickly they get used to that pattern of events. And so if they're used to being fed straight after a bath, they might be like, what's going on? So it's just about working with your baby and finding that they might need to be fed a little bit first before they have a little bit of a massage, and then maybe a top up before they go to bed, or it might be that you give them a bit of a massage before they get in the bath, or even just using it while they're in the bath.
And that's why it's quite flexible, isn't it? You can sort of pick it up and leave it,
it's
depending on your baby. Okay, lovely. And then number 3, we've got baby massage helps you bond with your baby. So again, 98% said true and 2% said false.
And for most people, absolutely. You have to we obviously have to acknowledge the fact that for some people they do find that experience quite hard. But yes, baby massage has been shown to help with that bond because it is that one-to-one time. And it can work for any caregiver, so mums, dads, even older siblings. You're getting that eye-to-eye contact with baby, you're getting that skin-on-skin, as we talked about, those hormones, that oxytocin flowing. It's going to lower your stress, and if you're less stressed, then obviously you're going to be able to pick up on your baby's cues more. And it just makes parents more confident because you suddenly think, I can do this. And your face is what your baby loves to look at the most.
Of course.
And so just being able to get, especially when they reach that point where they're starting to give you those smiles and those giggles, that just makes a massive difference if you can do that with your baby and have that special time. And just taking that time out when our lives are so busy and we feel like we should be going to every class out there and still doing the shopping and the washing and collecting older children potentially from school and all those sorts of things, to be able to take 10-15 minutes out of the day and just say, this is our time, can make a massive difference.
Lovely. No, it sounds perfect. It's nice to get the older sibling, I thought, if you do have an older one, obviously with you like present and everything, to do it with you is quite nice. It might make them feel like they're doing something for the baby as well.
And that's it. And even getting them to do things like round around the garden on their hands, or the little piggies on their toes.
Similar,
It doesn't have to be, oh, you're going to sit down, you're going to massage your brother or sister.
Get them with that bond with the baby as well.
And it can help with sort of sibling rivalry and things like that. If there's an older sibling who's jealous of the new baby, give them something to do, and it can be really beneficial for that bond as well.
I'll have to remember that just in case I have another one. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Thank you to all of our followers for answering our poll. You're all very good this time. We didn't really catch you out, so there you go. So that's actually all we have time for today. So thank you for coming in, and thank you for speaking to us about it. We must mention on our last podcast we had a competition. We had Anya Homer come in talking all about baby reflux, so we did mention that now as well. The prize was her book, which is the Baby Reflux Ladies Survival Guide. There's loads of information in here. I've had a read and it's got diet plans and everything. So the winner of that was Frances Granger. So congratulations, Frances. I'll be in touch very soon about getting your prize to you. And as ever, all of our Baby Dribble content can be found on YouTube and our website, sweetdreamers.co.uk/Baby Dribble. So thank you again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Hey guys, really hope you enjoyed this episode of Sweet Dreamers Baby Dribble. If you did, please share and pass it on and let us know what you think.